Alright, we're starting the procedure. I'm putting in the gauges. I ran the water line in through there just now. Cut it with that hole there. Show you where it's coming out at outside. And I've run the water line back in the same hole. She reaches right out here. And the line is coming from way down there. Right next to the aluminum 5/16 line. See that black line coming out of there? It looks like wire. That's there's the rest of the kit. Your oil line. Your adapters for whatever you may have. Chevy, Ford, Chrysler. Here's the screw-in kit. The rest of the hold down nuts for the gauges. So I'll run this line inside to the gauge, run it along with the water line, and then separate it wherever it's going to separate at. They'll zip tie together. Anyway, that's my line right there. Now we'll go inside and do an unboxing. Number 1406. Now I bought a kit which gave me this here kit so I can go straight out through the front on that side, which I'm not using. They gave me this number right here. (135-60) from Speedway are the studs they gave me to put on the manifold. They came with the carburetor kit again. This came with the carburetor kit that will be used. And this came with the carburetor kit. Your fuel pressure gauge. So that came with the carburetor. All those pieces I just showed you. I'm throwing them back in a box. I ordered, here's the name of this, cheapy Spectre. Instead of an Elderbrock, I ordered a Spectre kit, which will go here. Attached to this bolt and carburetor, so that I can put my throttle cable through there and make it work. This was the line. This is the one that's going to the water jacket. I was telling you I was coming in here to check, because as you can see, it comes with 1, 2, 3, 4 different areas you can run a water line to. So on this side is an original water line on my intake. I'll be putting it there. I'll be plugging this one up. I'll be plugging that one up. And I'm putting this one here. That's where my water line's going in at. Oh yeah, along with that carburetor kit came this adapter for your booster, brake booster, which I just, I got all these lightly screwed in. That too. Also came with, where's that carburetor at? Here it is. I think I threw the plugs down there. The plugs came with the carburetor kit. Actually, no, that came with the intake kit and this plug. So now I plugged the back port of this carburetor, and I'm running my brake booster from that line there. There's your Here's your gasket set. Comes with the stem, a tee off in case you don't have enough vacuum line. You have the hot and the ground for the electric choke, which I know how to use and how to build them. They give you the little ball for the carburetor, but that's not the one I want. Yeah, they give me another, they give you a plug in case whatever side you're not using. And they also give me a plug for the back of this carburetor, which I didn't know came. But that came in this carburetor kit. Then I ordered from Elder Brock another throttle and kickdown kit. Goes on here, which I did not know I did not need. But it's good to have. Here's my paperwork. I'm documenting everything, prices, everything is all in an envelope inside the glove box of the car. And I ordered, this was an afterthought on this order, the fuel pressure regulator, because I realized I have a electronic gas pump inside the tank. So here's my fuel regulator. It does have that what you call it port, where if you get more vacuum, it allows more gas to go with the vacuum, which in this case I may use if I have the provision, if I have the lines for it. Let me put this away. Because this is all, by the way, this is getting put on before I start even putting that intake on. It's all going to be mounted before I put the heads on. So now this will go in this box because I'm leaving that carburetor up here. So it comes with a second. I mean that gauge comes with another pressure regulator gauge. I believe I'm going to use the white one because it's hard to see the black in night. Comes with a little bit of gas line, two separate gas, three. One, I guess, to make it reach from there to the pressure regulator, wherever you put it at on the firewall. The second one is your return. And a third one, again, they give you a little bit extra. That's fine with me. Put these back in this box. Let's just throw this in here. Throw that down. The fuel regulator goes in here. We got the rubber seals that go around all the AM fittings that go into that, and then we get 90s, AN6 fittings, and we get supposed to be two 45s in here. I don't see them. We got 4 straight. One short one, 3 long ones. It was supposed to be 90s. I'm sorry, those are 90s. It's supposed to have been 45s in here. I guess I got gypped when I looked at the kit. That's fine. Stay that way. I'll put this in with the carburetor box. Making room in here because, you know, this stuff started stacking up all of a sudden. Okay, so you want the gaskets laying flat, they don't get bent up. We put a book on there for protection. Now the rest of these can go in here. And here goes the other plugs I was telling you about. come with 3 plugs on one of these kits. Let me see. And my wires I bought separate. I'm trying to reach them, they fell back here. Brand new set of spark plugs, wires, because slide that over. Make sure it don't fall over and kill my carburetor. There we go. Yeah, I know. Always wanted to have one of those clear caps. I don't care. If it fucks up, I'll go get an XL cap with the coil and another date and probably be red like that. But for now, we got a brand new distributor with a clear, so I can watch it sparking at night. Fun times for me. You saw the teardown. I see nobody viewed it. I was looking at the views and no one has saw the teardown view. But in replace of that teardown, here's the intake manifold, air gap intake manifold with multiple holes for water outlets, a Elder Brock. Let me see if you can see that there. There it is, Elder Brock. It's only a 600 with electronic choke, which, you know, I know they work fine because I used them in the past. I've used 1 or 2. I find it better than the Holly. Holly is too touchy. Here, from this company, they claim from the radiator to the rear end, they sell parts. So far we got the intake, the carb. There we have the Zican. It brings no card with it. I don't know what this can would be. Yep, most definitely roller with the round oval egg shape, and the roundness is open a lot longer, looks like, than your normal. If you look down this way, your egg shape flat tappet cam would be very pointed, opens up quickly, shuts down. Your roller would be almost the same, but it'll be in a round configuration here. This opens up and stays that way for quite some time, all the way around this side, and then drops off quickly. So it's a quick open, sudden open and drop off. Because if I ever look at this side is almost as wide as this side, almost. This is a little bit narrower on this side. Well, anyway, there it is. That's my 586 lift cam. Let me put that back in the box and excuse me. Okay, here we have the heads. That's why we had an intermission here. Fully built, they said. That's what they told me they were going to do to fit that cam profile. I mean, build this and then fit the cam profile to fit the length of the rocker here. And when they said fully built, I expected to have studs here with guide plates. Unfortunately, it does not come with it. So I ordered the studs and guide plates. Also ordered, since I'm ordering stuff, I ordered roller tip stock generic rocker 5.1, but it has a roller tip on it. So now we'll have a fully roller functioning valve train. My overall inspection of this, when looking at it, you're seeing it as much as me. Very little blemish, very little right here and here. The inside of this, I gotta say, I'm very surprised. It's very smooth, very nice looking, nice flat. It is a raised head here, raised valve cover part like they have on the port. What do you call it? The Vortec engine also has the center valve cover rocker bolts here, and you got the side covers here. While we're talking about bolts, you have the Vortec intake bolts here, and your stock regular head intake manifolds bolts there. Now we're going to go from there to this. This is what I'm surprised about. It's pretty cool. This is your intake. Let's see if we can get some light in here. This is your intake runners in here. I gotta say, that's fairly smooth. Both sides. Very, very smooth. Very high decks, very low. They look about evenly open there, so going for the gaskets. That's another thing. Didn't come with the gaskets. Didn't come with the what do you call it? A spreadsheet for this also. But according to him, it's 205 runners, and 64 cc chamber. And I gotta tell you, looking in here, this is also pretty smooth. Not bad. Not very rough. No roughnesses. No sharp edges. Nice and smooth. Big water jackets. 202 valves. 64 cc chamber. And I will say that is 64 cc chamber, because this comes up here, not like your Chevy where it has a little block comes off it, but all the way up the aluminum is. All the way across the spark plug hole, which also gives you a better spark plug seal. Alright, that's your head side. I mean, this is your flat side. It's pretty flat. And now let's take a look at the exhaust runners. So when they said they were giving me a fully built head, all they really meant was putting the valves in with the keepers and the stronger springs. But here's another thing I'm very surprised to see. Let's see if we can get it in the light again. Would you look and see how nice and clean that is? I mean, the top of it flows right out of there perfectly, it looks like, and then it goes and it flows out from down here or up and over. So this is a pretty nice job, I gotta say. For an ass cast as here we are. Here's some numbers. Focus real hard now. Right across here are some numbers. This is the number for the head. If you're looking for this, you go to Speedmaster and you give them the PC3003-2020. Okay? 2010-10-05-0840. I guess this is the bullet head is a 3003. The aluminum. Nice thick deck for an aluminum. Not very much blemish. Nice and smooth out here. Because this has to match that. Those studs, the heads, the front studs, plates, and all aluminum. You know, this plate here has to go on the front of this block, so they all gotta fit nice and snug. Anyways, and talking about on a budget, both heads $986, $935 for both heads with the springs put on. The way you see it. This is just the way you see it is the way it comes. No more than that. And as I was saying, because I'm not prepared, no gaskets, no lube for the cam, because I would have stuffed that cam right in there, threw the timing chain in, threw the timing cover on and the dampener, got that all lined up, and when I went to town tomorrow, or no, Tuesday is supposed to be really nice out, getting up to 65 at the high point. It is going to start out in the 40s, but it'll get up to 65 at the high point when the sun out or whatever. And that's the day I plan on trying to drop this stuff in. Actually, I ordered the lube. The lube is supposed to be here Tuesday, so we don't know what time. So probably Wednesday. Today is Sunday, so now I'm waiting another 3 days. Anyways,